Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to F1 2019. I am somewhat back recording. I mean, I have recorded this and there's another part of this that is already recorded. But why I didn't actually record, because I was moving out and I have moved out now. I've moved to a new house. I was waiting to move because my internet in the old house was shit bananas, and now it's actually decent.
In F1 2019, you'll be invited to start your career by selecting a Formula 2 team. Driving for this team, you'll experience some key moments of a Formula 2 season, a thrill-packed racing championship in its own right, and the springboard to Formula 1. At the end of this feeder series, your choice of driver academy and your performance in F2 will determine the terms of the contracts offered by the teams as you embark upon your career in Formula 1 and begin to write your own chapter of motorsport history.
Okay, thank you editing me in the past for cutting me off. Anyways, this is F1 2019. I'm gonna be traveling in a couple of weeks, so in these couple of weeks before I travel, I think I'm gonna, try to record stuff. So when I'm actually away, I edit them and I release them when I get back. Anyways, let's start off. And this is the F2 Championship of 2019. This is what I recorded. I don't know if I'll do like the actual career mode. I don't know if I'll actually do the actual career mode or not. But this is what I've recorded so far. So to give context, as you've just heard, we have, I think, a turbocharger failure, and we were like, I think we were in first and we are down now into P5. So I think in a moment my engineer is going to come on and he's going to say that my teammate wants to pass because he's quite clearly faster than me. For some reason the game didn't record engineer audio. Like, I could hear the engineer like throughout this part and the next part, but for some reason like my software that I use decided to not record the engineer, and as you can see now, I'm gonna let my teammate Lucas Weber through, and that'll be pretty much it. Like, you can see that we're gonna skip straight into the next lap, because nothing happened. Like, Lucas Weber went on to set the fastest lap. He eventually got past De Vries, I think that is, but nothing happened else like throughout the rest of the race. Like I never caught up to the guy in front of me because I had a failure, but I was pushing as well, so the guy behind me couldn't get any grounds on me. So really nothing happened in like the 4 laps as I go wide slightly there and across the line in P6, and I was silent there because I expected the engineer to come on, but he didn't, so I'm kind of fooling myself there.
And Russian Time have pulled off a great victory here today. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
I think what won them the race was their ability to adapt. At every point, they delivered what was needed. They were calm and steady when they needed to be, but they were ruthless and aggressive when it was demanded of them. There wasn't anything out there that they weren't prepared to handle. Let's see if they can keep it up this season.
Another race and another victory for Russian Time as we see the drivers make their way out to the podium for the final ceremony. Superb racing out there today and a well-deserved win.
So there you go. As you can see, Devon Butler wins the Grand Prix with Lando Norris in 3rd and Alexander Albon in 2nd.
There you are. That was an exciting race. It definitely got people talking about you, which means I was able to secure a quick interview. Okay, we're all set over here. Just a minute. Remember, anything you say to the press can go very, very public. So be relaxed, but also be conscious of what you're saying and how it might come across to other people, okay? I think we're ready.
Great. So Emma keeps telling me you're the one to watch this season. If that's true, you'll be doing plenty of these. Just remember, be yourself. And the more you can give me, the better this will go. Right, stand here. Turn a little this way for me. Perfect. Ready? An exciting race today. Let's get your perspective. So you and Lucas are new to the team. How are you settling in? Okay, so how did you feel about being ordered to give up the position to Lucas? Great. Well, that's everything.
Hey, look, I know that wasn't easy letting me pass, but it was the right choice. It was good driving.
Yeah, that's how I describe it, mate. Just good, not great.
I would piss
One
off.
in six. 1 in 6 makes the leap to F1. The other 5 are still watching their less talented teammates collect all their points. Shame, really. A lot of great drivers never get their chance because they do it all for the team.
Those teams got us here.
Yeah, but it's the drivers that take the risk. We should get the rewards. You ever won a race in F1? That's how winners think.
And remind me, how many F1 races have you won?
You watch this space. At the end of this championship, I'll be the one lifting the trophy, and I won't use my teammates to nick the podium.
Okay, I'm out. You believe what you want, Devon, but it's still early days.
He's either very clever or you're just a pushover. You really think if the situation was reversed, he'd do the same for you? You want to start looking out for yourself. No one else will.
Right, as we move on to the 7th race of the season, I think, in Austria.
Look at them go! Devon Butler locked in wheel-to-wheel racing with his championship rival, desperate to shut them down and stop them getting past. And there's contact! Butler simply left them nowhere to go. There was just no way for them to have avoided that. And look, there's significant damage. Not sure if that was down to recklessness or sheer aggression, but I'm sure the stewards are going to have something to say very shortly.
Right, now into the gameplay. Devon Butler obviously left us no chance there, no space, therefore no front wing. We had to pit. We come out in P11 and I believe Devon is in P8. My engineer kept coming on every like 3 seconds in this race to tell me where Devon was, so I kind of, memorized where Devon Butler was, and so now we're on we're on fresh soft tires, and we are going to chase down Devon Butler. He has a penalty, and he's gonna pit right about now, I think. So we're gonna do our best to chase him down. I'm gonna push at my hardest for this entire race, as we are on lap 35 as I go wide. Not very good, not helping our chances at all. So as we go on to the end of lap 35 now, we are going to skip to the end of lap 36, an entire lap skipped, but we have caught up to the end of Gunther, onto the back of Gunther, go for the overtake, which doesn't quite work out, but we will have DRS, open the rear wing, and away we are, and he won't have a chance. He's on old mediums, I'm on fresh softs, and into the tight hairpin we go. I surprisingly had a lot of grip and a really good exit from this from that turn, which is weird because like Formula 1 cars that have way too, like, they have lots of grip over the F2 cars. like they struggle with that corner. But the F2 cars, apparently with much less downforce, didn't struggle at all. Now, right behind De Vries into the same corner I was talking about, and I think I'm going to get a good run at him here, into the DRS zone, open the rear wing with slipstream as well. Am I going to go for a move down the inside here? It's a little look, but it's I'm just too far, as we get a better launch and we're still keeping the gap to him. We're still closing it down as we get really close through that long left-hander, and the other left-hander getting even closer and closer. I go for a look around the outside there, but De Vries gets a better exit off of me into that left-hander, and now into the long right-hander. I go for a move down the inside. I have a little look, but again I back off and onto the final corner. It's a much better run for me. Open the DRS into the slipstream. It's gonna be an easy pass as we go around the outside into the first corner. Go a little bit wide there, but we make the move stick on the Vries, and now there is a gap to Devon Butler in front of me, who is fighting with Sete Camera, I think, or is that George Russell? I'm not sure. I think it's one of them. I think it's gonna end up being Murray, I think. But we are on the final lap, and I am desperate to get past Devon Butler as I go for a desperate move down the inside. Lots and lots of contact with Murray, but we are past both of them. We are past Devon Butler and up into P7. It is a 2-in-1 move, and I am surprised I haven't got a penalty for that, but they are not going to catch up with me now. We are into the last sector of the race, the last few corners. We have overtaken Devon Butler, we have overtaken Murray, and now into the penultimate corner and onto the final corner. We are going to come home in P7 and ideally ahead of Devon Butler.
A great win then for the Carlin team today. So, Davide, what did you make of that?
Well, it was a bit of a roller coaster, I think. There will be a lot of cheering for today's winner. Frankly, I'm amazed that Devon Butler only received a penalty for that collision only. But watching the rival he knocked out actually come back and beat him, that made this whole race worthwhile for me.
As we can see, it's time for the podium, and I can see the Carlin team underneath our commentary box going crazy as their driver walks out. It was a great win, and it means a great deal to this team.
Right, and there you have it. Lando Norris victorious in the Austrian Grand Prix, and that'll bring an end to this first part of the F2 career. See you next time. Ta-ra.